The effect on their personalities has been less of a presentation of a robotic attitude, but rather a very keen system where they just learn how to rebel in very creative and intelligent ways. So generally, I find that thinking that parental influence actually works to make kids into or fit into the mold or the model that parents expect doesn't really work by the numbers. What happens more often is that children learn to model certain behaviors when they're in front of their parents, when they're in front of their teachers. And it's just, a learned behavior. They learn to act. They learn to be deceptive about it. And then when they're on their own, that's when they define themselves by the opposite of those expectations. To that extent, they are still determined by their parental expectations, because when they're in front of their parents, when they're in front of their teachers, they will behave like good children, or good children as per their modeling. And when they're out of it, they will rebel by being exactly the opposite. In many cases, I've heard the weirdest stories. Children who are as young as 12 or 13 engaging in romantic relationships simply because their parents had forbidden dating. Right? Very classic, very stereotypical behavior of sorts, but it's jarring to hear about numerous cases of that. Or about students being caught with drugs at their schools, regardless of whether they're in local school or international school, or students just sneaking out with their friends so that they can go drink and have a moment of peace. And when I say drink, I mean like alcoholic beverages for kids who are 14, 15 years old. And despite the laws in Hong Kong, they're able to just sneak those out of a supermarket or have somebody else buy it for them. In other cases, about students who literally have bragged to me and to certain other colleagues in like private sessions even, that they are able to do so with reckless abandon because they know how to game the system they're in. They know when their parents are away. They know when their parents are too busy to pay attention. And so they work this into their schedule. They work this into their expectation. It's very similar to like a badly managed prison of sorts, where you know the warden is away, so you can sneak in contraband.